Looking for rogue gear you can snag in pre-patch that lasts until pre-Raid BiS? Then my spreadsheet is exactly what you're looking for. It covers all the PvP gear with the cost per item in honor points and marks, how long each item lasts on your way to 70, which items replace them, where to get them, and of course the total number for just armor, weapons, and everything combined. If you're unaware of the PvP system changes that pre-patch brings, I'll cover that with an extra little secret tip later in the video, and also if you're interested in an explanation of the spreadsheet, the color coding and that kind of stuff, that's also later in the video. But for now, let's crack on with the gear in pre-patch that can last you until pre-Raid BiS. Alright rogues, you got 5 green recommended items here, with 2 of them being super cheap and 1 lasting all the way to being replaced by the actual Phase One BiS. So let's take a look at them. You've got both the epic and blue level 60 PvP shoulders that hold up very well until the Phase One BiS Wastewalker shoulder pads come your way. Naturally, the epic level 60 PvP shoulders will serve you better than the blue ones, but it's good to know that you can snag the blue ones for cheap if you haven't got a lot of time to PvP in pre-patch. Alliance can also get a very decent alternative for shoulders from a Shattered Halls quest. Then we've got some incredibly cheap Warsong Gulch epic level 60 wrists that will last you until at least level 68 or even 70, depending on if you plan to do the Shadowmoon Valley group quests that are part of the attunement to the I-Raid. Field Marshal's leather chest piece is another solid item that doesn't get replaced until level 70 with the Wastewalker tunic. There's also the Primal Strike vest for leather workers, but due to the costly nature of crafting the item itself, it's not recommended as it will probably be replaced quite easily by any raid drop in tier 4. Last up are the boots that stay decent until level 69 if you're a leather worker, or 68 if again you're part of a group that are able to do the Eye attunement quest line in Shadowmoon Valley. Moving on to the next bracket of items, we've got the Field Marshal's leather mask. So this lasts until 67 and can be replaced by the Helm of the Claw, a decent quest reward in Steam Vaults. The Marshal's leather hand grips are strong until 67 as well and are replaced with more leather working gear from the Fell leather set. If you're not a leather worker, these could last you until 70 when you replace them with a Wastewalker set. Lastly, we've got the Marshal's leather leggings. These are good until 65 if you're able to complete the group quests that are in Blade's Edge Mountains. If not, these last a little longer until you're level 69, where you're going to want to replace them with more Fell leatherworking gear. And now we've come to arguably the most important part of Rogue's gear, the weapons. So the Grand Marshal's Longsword and Swiftblade are 2 decent swords that at the point of recording seems like they'll last until level 70. But I have concerns that this may end up only being in terms of stats, as the DPS probably starts to drop off in comparison to quest rewards and dungeon drops. So I'll leave that to your own judgment on how far you think these will last, but in my opinion, grab them if you can, because the main hand is replaced by either the Vindicator's brand from Exalted with Aldor, which might take a while, or for Blacksmithers, the Dragonmaw Mace, which is the absolute best in slot for Phase 1. Then the offhand can be replaced by a drop in the Black Morass normal and heroic mode with Lato's Shifting Sword, and Arena Rogues will probably want to go and grab the Gladiator's Quickblade for 1,125 arena points in Season 1 because it's going to have that sweet resilience. The traditional rank requirement for gear is removed, as is the reputation requirement for rep gear. Instead, you accrue honor points for participating in battlegrounds, and each battleground rewards you its own respective mark. It's 3 marks for a win and 1 mark for a loss. You save those points and marks up to then spend on PvP gear. So that secret tip is that you can build up your reserves of honor points and battleground marks, which stack up to 100 by the way, in preparation for when you hit level 70. Then you can head straight to the PvP gear vendor and snag some seriously powerful gear the moment you ding, which can get you some pre-Raid BiS or better gear instantly. So the spreadsheet is laid out from left to right to show you the level 60 PvP item name, the item slot, honor point cost, the number of marks and which battleground you need to target to get those marks, a link to the item in the TBC Classic database, and then the name of the most solid item upgrade that you'll get in Outland, the earliest level that you can get that item, again a link to the item in the TBC Classic database, and then any comments that are worth bearing in mind and possible alternatives that you should consider. I've also got some color coding and effect as well, as I'm always updating these spreadsheets for all classes as part of my ongoing feedback from the community or discoveries that I make during my research. Green is for items that are strongly recommended. Yellow are still decent items but don't last quite as long as the others. Orange are recommended but they have comments worth considering. And finally, red for items that would be green and definitely worth picking up, but I'm holding out with a little bit of skepticism over these items and further research is required. If you can help out with these, please drop a comment or contact me on Discord so I can make further amendments as we go along. If you've got any items that I need to know about, please drop a message in the comments or ping me on Discord so I can take a look and update the spreadsheet as needed. Be sure to share this resource with guildies and friends as I'll continue making my way through all classes and the relevant specs. Subscribe to see more videos, drop a like or dislike to let me know how you found the video, head over to Twitch and drop a follow to catch me live, and hopefully I will see you next time. Peace!